I always said it's not about the job you're doing, it's about the people you do the job with.
Ooh.
So it always
That's
makes
powerful.
it better when have a good group of people to support you, management, leaders, things like that.
Hey friends, welcome back to the Off the Clock podcast. We are on episode 11. I'm your host in Dayton, Gage Rodas. I'm a comfort advisor here at 5 Star. And today I'm privileged to be alongside of my good friend, Ryan. Ryan, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Ryan. I'm with the service department in Dayton.
Nice, man. So Ryan, we always start these podcasts off with like an icebreaker, just something to lighten the room a little bit. And I actually looked this one up this morning. I thought it was really funny. So my question for you is, if your life had a theme song, when you walked into a room, every time you walked into a room, a song played, what song would it be and why?
I'm a survivor, just because I've been through a lot and I always come out on top.
Okay. What version of that song? Is this like Destiny's Child?
Definitely.
Really?
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Channeling that early 2000s energy.
For sure.
Nice, man. I love that. I would say mine's probably Hypnotized by B.I.G.
Okay.
Just that, that swag feeling. I love that feeling. So that's what I want every time I walk into a room. So Ryan, tell us about your history. How did you get to 5 Star? What was the journey leading up to that?
So to be honest, I was at my previous employer. I wasn't looking for a job. I met Kip and he more or less gave me the opportunity to come to 5 Star. I thought on it for a little bit and I finally made the decision to come over.
Okay. How did you meet Kip?
So I met Kip through some people in recovery, more or less. My wife knew him and we met with him because he offered her a job and then he offered me a job at the same time. So I thought on it for a little bit and decided, why not?
Yeah. What would you say was, when you were thinking about it, what was the thing that got you across the line to come here? Was there anything specifically?
So I was a little nervous at first because, change, scared of change. I was comfortable where I was at.
Yep.
But then, I was like, why not? I'm going to learn a trade. They were going to teach me everything I needed to know. I went to the trade initiative for, I would say, 8 to 10 weeks.
Okay.
And then switched from install to service. And here we are.
Can you talk a little bit about you started in install.
Correct.
I was the same way. How long were you in install?
Probably 4 to 6 months.
Okay. Nice. And then transition to service.
Correct. So
and that's where you're at currently?
Currently, yep.
Nice. Ryan is a super inspirational guy. I'll just tell you straight up, every customer that interacts with Ryan that I also interact with loves Ryan. So who's somebody that's inspired you to have the charisma and the personality that you've had? Is there anybody in your life that you can point to that's a hero? So
I would probably say my mom. We've been through a lot. And no matter what was going on or what happened, she always made it happen and made sure everything was all right.
Yeah.
Biggest supporter.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Are you guys are still close?
Is
she
sure.
still?
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome, man. You kind of transitioned me perfectly to the next question because you said you've been through a lot.
For sure.
Can you talk about some of the hardships? What does that look like?
So I struggled with addiction for a long time.
Okay.
And then I've been to treatment multiple times. And then finally about 29, I got clean and I'm still in long-term recovery.
Yeah. Yeah. And how do you feel like that has shaped you to now, going through all of that?
So I feel like it helps motivate me a lot. So I know what it's like being down and out and I never want to go through that again. So I work really hard. I'm very motivated. I just don't want to be in that position again.
Yeah. Yeah. I can relate to that, man. Something about going through the deep, dark parts of life, it just puts a chip on your shoulder almost. You're like, I'm never going back.
Yeah. Once you get a taste of the other side, it makes it pretty good.
Yeah. So now going through all of that, obviously you have dreams or aspirations. I mean, what's your hopes for the future? Like, where do you plan to be?
So career-wise, it's always changing. So I just want to keep growing, keep learning, keep moving forward. But we're actually in the process of buying our forever home.
Okay.
So we're real excited about that. Hopefully it all works out. I'd like to get a little bit of land and
How much land are you looking to get?
I'd like to get at least about 5 acres. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens though.
Yeah. Are you going to do anything with that land? I mean, what's the plan there?
I don't have a plan yet, but just a little bit of privacy and you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm on almost 3 acres.
Okay.
And my wife is already like, we have a rabbit. We're getting chickens.
Okay.
She's talked about alpacas.
Oh boy.
I'm like, okay. So, but that's great, man. That's an awesome plan. Where are you at in the process of the forever home? Are you in the early stages? Have you found something?
Definitely the early stages. We're just looking right now because, you know, we already own our home, but it's not our forever home. So we don't need to move. We want to move. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Dude,
nice and slow.
It's incredible. Like this place has a way of just like providing so much more to your life. You know, like my life has completely changed since I started working here. There's so much opportunity, you know, for growth, for leadership, for all that stuff. And I think you're a testament to that, right? Like you just come in and you work hard here and you can go so far.
I believe it's got a lot to do with the people we work with too.
Yeah,
everybody's they push you to do better. You know? And I always said it's not about the job you're doing, it's about the people you do the job with.
Ooh.
So it always makes it better when have a good group of people to support you, management, you know, leaders, things like that, coworkers. Yeah,
man. Yeah, it's the leadership here is like unmatched. I feel like everyone pours into you. I think that's part of what you're saying is like if they see that you want to be filled and you want to grow and you need more in your cup, they're going to fill that cup.
Definitely.
They're going to help you out.
Definitely.
That's amazing, dude. I love that. So if you can give a message, obviously this is going out to all of our employees. This will be on social media. So you have an audience here. If you had an inspirational message or a how-to, anything you want to say, what would you say?
Don't give up and don't let fear stop you from taking a chance that you might regret.
Ooh, strong. That's awesome, dude. Ryan, you're so inspiring, man. Like I'm telling you, every time I go to someone's house and Ryan like meets with them, it's like they're just so bought into what we do. Ryan is an awesome advocate for 5-star. Thanks so much for being you, man.
Yeah, of course. I appreciate it.
You're awesome, dude. So I want to end on like a lighthearted note. We like to ask people, do you give me one like hidden talent? Is there an interesting fact, something that people don't know about you?
So I'm kind of a little kid at heart. So like I still really like to play video games.
Okay.
So that's kind of like my weekend escape.
Yeah.
When we're not working, I like to play video games.
Okay. Is there a particular game?
Definitely Call of Duty.
Okay. And how do you rank yourself? Like,
yeah. It just depends, you know.
That's the thing
what I'm playing with.
That's the thing about Call of Duty. It's like it's so fast paced now, and so many younger kids just spend their whole life playing it.
Yes.
Like back in the day when we were like in high school and stuff, it was you could jump in like at any time and probably like hold your own on those games. And nowadays it's like everyone wants to be a pro gamer. Yes. So it's not even fun half the time anymore. You jump in and you just lose. You just lose and lose and lose because these kids spend all day doing it.
That's all they do.
Yeah.
Go to school and they come home for 8 hours and sit on the video games.
It's so funny because my wife is her like release at the end of the night is to play Call of Duty, but it's like World War II, like the old one.
Old one.
Yeah. So she gets on there because I think the only people who play that one still are like just either like really old or like too young to play the new one or something.
For sure.
So she can hold her own. But yeah, man, video games are a good release. They're fun. I'm competitive, so it's like
I am too.
That's my problem, right? I get on that game and I start playing and I can't stop because I'm like, I have to win. I have to win, you know? That's awesome. Ryan, thanks for being on today, man. We're excited for the next episode. Guys, this is a wrap. We'll see you next time.